Well, hey there, everyone. MrAcidApple here with a video, and I know it's been a while. Don't feel like talking about it on video. We'll put it in the description below. And as you can see, I have my newly redefined Pokemon deck, which has been actually serving me fairly well for my first 5th generation deck. I consider it 5th generation just because that's where a majority of the cards come from. I have to give a shout out to one of my subscribers slash one of my best friends in real life for actually giving me a lot of the cards from like 4th gen and whatnot to actually boost this deck up. But onto the actual video. For our main attackers, we can see we had a 3-2-3 combination of Whitlick, Lampit, and Chandelure, because Chandelure is an incredible card with this Curse Shadow ability, allowing to put us 3 damage counters anywhere we want on the opponent's side of the field, and then Eerie Glow for 50, and it burns and confuses you. Perfect. Because the Curse Shadow, we can put those damage counters anywhere on the bench, so we can potentially just stack up the bench with damage counters. And as you can see over here, we got 2-2 Pennard Bisharp. If you actually look at Finishing Blow, the defending Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it'll do 20 plus 50, so we can just stack up the bench with damage counters and have him come in. If you actually look over here, we have 3 Special Dark, sorry. And I typically always put on just 1 Bisharp because more than likely that's all I get to use. So potentially Finishing Blow can actually do up to 100, and Night Slash, which lets us attack and then retreat, can do up to 60, so that's pretty good. I have the 2-2 Dodo Trio for the free retreat cost, just because I can switch a Chandelure in due to Curse Shadow, and then I have 2 switches. I can switch into the other 2 if I actually have them use Curse Shadow, and I could retreat into like a Bisharp. So there we go. 2 Sigilyphs, mostly for stalling. I can either use 2 Rocky Helmets, but I typically just use an Eviolite and stall with Reflect to get my bench ready. I have 2 Dreadgons, which I typically use with the said Rocky Helmets to do 40 with 100 basic. It's fairly good. We have a Cleffa, who doesn't have a Cleffa for the hands. Got 2 DCEs and 7 Psychic Energies, which is why I have a Super Rod, so I can get some of those energies back in when I do so happen to lose them. 1 Eviolite, again, for the Sigilyphs, in case I do need them. Got 4 Paunts, or Professor Oak's new theory. Get a fresh hand, never hurts. I have 2 Junipers. I still don't approve of Junipers, but they do come into handy some situations. I got 3 Rare Candies, and I felt like using all 3 different designs just because it's pretty cool. And again, they would probably only be used with Chandelures. That's not a problem with me. 2 Pokemon Catchers, which surprisingly is like one of the best cards ever invented ever, just because I can get the Curse Shadows on, come out with a Pokemon, and use Finishing Blow. It rapes dick. Like, it's incredible. 3 Pecoms. Typically I'd want to get a Dodrio out with them. Never hurts. 3 Junk Arms. I could probably run 2. I don't typically use Junk Arm, but they are incredibly helpful. I actually might keep 3 because in the matches I did win, I mostly pulled out like switches and/or Pokemon Catchers, and it just rapes. Again, the 2 Rocky Helmets, pretty much in combination with the Dredagon, they do 4. Since he's decently bulky, that's pretty nice. 2 Twins. Twins never hurt. When you're losing, you just get those bonus cards out. 2 switches. Again, it's mostly for Chandelures. There's actually really no need to switch when I have the Dodrios out because it's free retreat for everyone, but it's mostly for stacking up. And 2 Pokemon Collectors to get out my basics in the beginning of the round. Typically, I actually never get them. They're typically one's in my prize and one's in like my deck, so it's really not that helpful, but that's it. And then again, 1 Super Rod for getting my Psychics back in, since I only have 7. Because I don't really use Chandelure to attack, but when I do, he typically does put in some work. I have fought like a Rushiplosion, and I was like 1 for 2, so that wasn't horrible. I've fought, it was like a really random deck. It was like Terrakion, Vileplume, Uniclus, and I forgot what else. But I won like 2-0 against that. I didn't go to a tournament. I was just facing my friends. We were helping test out this deck and test out their decks, and it was just really good. Usually I don't use Dredagon, so I might take out one of those and take out like a Rocky Helmet, put in maybe another Twins and another Pokemon Collector. Those are really incredible. Might take out both. I don't know. Sigilyph, I haven't used him too much, but he does come in handy when you do get the Eviolite. Reduce it by 60. It's pretty good. Twins, always helpful. Rare candies I don't use too much, but they are somewhat good. And I think that's it. If you have any questions about my deck, you can ask them. I think overall, when I did test this with my friends, I was 3 for 5, which I do call that an amazing accomplishment, because this is my first time in TCG since end of 3rd gen, so that was around 4 years ago-ish, 4 or 5, so I call that a very good accomplishment. I think the biggest win I had was a 4-0 or 5-0. I would say 2 4-0s, so that was definitely good. I did have some close ones where I lost by like 1-0 and stuff like that. But so again, stuff in info in the link below as to what I've been uploading and the people who did help me out with this deck. And I will see you guys later. Peace.